Hello everybody, this is Javi the Gamer here with my second season of my U Squad Legends career mode. In it we will be discussing the transfers that I made, first half highlights, and then move into the January update, second half highlights, and then I'll play a live game for you all. So without further ado, let's get right into the transfers that I made for this season. Kicking off the transfers, I brought in Mason Singh from one of the Indian teams in the game here. I also sent Lucas Sheck their way and paid an additional fee on top of it. But Mason Singh is Fijian and he is a striker, which is a position that we needed. So I was happy to bring him in. And the rest of these transfers are all from the free agents list. Manuel Garrido and Emir Abdul Rahman. Those two, we needed the depth in the midfield, which is why I brought them in. I like them just because they weren't super overpowered. I mean, I could have brought in like players that were like 77 overall and such, but I wanted to make this somewhat challenging, so I brought in these lower rated players. And then moving on, we have Rafael David, also another striker. He is Nambian. That's a country that we haven't had in the team yet. So I figured to bring him in as well. And he is a striker. And I know I already brought in Mason Singh. But I like playing the 4-4-2 formation. And I like having my strikers run in behind. So you need to be a little bit pacier for that. And that is all the check marks that Rafael David has. So that's why I brought him in. Ruben Ibarra, like I said, we needed more midfielders. So he was coming in as well. Alfonso Vidal came in for more center back depth, and plus he's got a great head of hair. He's got those cornrows going. It looks fantastic on him. Same with Konstantin Marin. He had a great head of hair. He's got that long ponytail going on in the circle goatee. Love it. Absolutely looks like a star. And then Noah Ryan was just brought in for some depth. He's a 56 overall, so he wasn't going to be the starter, but we needed more depth, and I was happy to bring him in. And then rounding out the transfers for this year is going to be Joshua Antwi, center defensive mid. He's 55, a little bit on the lower side, but we needed center defensive midfielders exactly. Like that position is something that we were kind of low on depth on, so I was happy to bring him in. And he's also Seychellen. Is that how you say the name? I don't know. I've never heard of this country before. I looked it up though. It's a country in East Africa, so something new, something different. I've never heard of this country before, but I mean, he looks like a good player in my eyes. So with that being said, those are going to be all the transfers that I made in the summer transfer window. Okay, for the first game of these highlights, we are up against FC Verl, and they would get us started first. I thought that was a foul on Castillo, but apparently it was a clean tackle, and they capitalized on that. But we do very, very well to equalize here as Sheck plays it over to Herman, sticks it past the keeper to equalize. And then Meyer, very similar to the other goal, but this time on the right-hand side. Herman has 2 goals. He's got a brace. And then we do catch a break here as Verl, Nikos Zafrakakis is sent off, 2 yellow cards. And then Herman getting it over to Novak, plays over to Meyer. Great finish from him, and we get the win. And then moving into the DFB Pokal, we are up against Hansa Rostock. Meyer driving into the box. Shot is initially blocked, but Herman is there to mop up and get us the lead. And then a cross comes into the mixer. Very jammy goal, I would say, but Rostock managed to get an equalizer. And then another corner for Rostock. Another failed clearance, and Rostock get the lead. And then we do manage to get the equalizer as Rafael David slips it past the keeper for the equalizer, and then Rostock would get the win here in extra time as they just pass it around and stick it away for the win. And then moving on to the next game in the league versus Hull, they would strike first within 20 minutes of the match. And then another failed just defensive mistakes from us. They just play it around. They take a 2-0 lead. And then they play it out to the right-hand side. And they just keep passing it around. It's just too good for us. And they quickly take a 3-0 lead Emir loses the ball, they slip it to their striker, and we lose the game. But we are up against Oldenburg in this next game here. And this time we performed a lot better. Herman plays over to Singh. He sticks it away. We take a 1-0 lead. And then just more defensive mistakes from us, like in the game versus Hal. We just don't close down the players enough. And then we give away a penalty. Song Si Woo steps up, sticks it away. They take a 2-1 lead. But Mason Singh does very well to lay it off to Patrick Meyer. He sticks it away for the equalizer. And we move on to this next game versus Rot-Weiss Essen. And another corner kick. This one was super jammy. Block shots. Keeper comes flying out. Completely misses it. They take a 1-0 lead. But Novak does really well. Takes a touch. Drives into the box. Slips it past the keeper. He equalizes. And then we catch him on the break again. Novak slipping it into Herman. Slips it past the keeper. We take a 2-1 lead. And we get all 3 points. Now for this final game, we are up against Bayreuth here. They would strike first. They just slip their striker in and then sticks it away past, I believe that was Werner. But we do really well to get equalizer, rescues a point. Ibarra sends it across, flying header in from Sheck to end off the game. Alright, halfway through the season, here we are taking a look at the standings. Currently we are in 11th, which isn't bad. We are still quite a few points away from the playoffs and the top spots. We are sitting on 22 points, third place, 30 points, so we're only 8 points away. And so far, our performances they've been all right. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, but they've been all right. We were knocked out of the cup pretty early on. We were knocked out in round 2 versus Rostock. So that allows us to focus more on the league, which I'm happy to do so. You know, we really looking to get, hopefully finishing third. That is a bit ambitious, but you know, anything can happen. It's a long season to go. Anything can happen. Lately, I've been liking this 4-2-3-1 formation and the 4-4-2 flat. I've been liking those two formations quite a lot, so I've been using that. Taking a look at the youth academy, I did send some scouts to pretty unknown countries, and I will be clear about this. I did use the live editor to send these players to different countries. I just want to be upfront about that. You know, just something to keep in mind. Yeah, but lately, you know, I've been really indecisive about what countries to send them to, so I just been I found online like all countries in the world random wheel spinner, so I've been doing that, and I sent scouts to Vanuatu, Myanmar, Mongolia, Bermuda. Sent some scouts to Bermuda, Nicaragua, and yeah, those are all the ones I have sent out earlier on in the year. And then I have some scouts currently scouting Vanuatu, Nicaragua, and the Cayman Islands. So far there hasn't been anybody really that's caught my eye in the Cayman Islands, which is unfortunate, but hopefully, I think there's one more month left to go, so hopefully somebody can catch my eye. But yeah, going back to the youth academy, we do have quite a few decent players. I'm just waiting for Alex Neves to turn 16 so I can promote him, because we could use him on the wings. He looks like a good player. He's got that long throw in. Definitely could use him. We got a few 18-year-olds. Saya Lin from Myanmar and Mika Novak from Croatia. Both a bit lower rated, but I think I'll just wait until they send the message saying that they're unsettled or whatever. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see how far these guys develop. Bukta Tatar from Mongolia is a 44 overall. I don't know. Oh, he's only 50, so he's got plenty of time to grow. I like the potential. The potential looks good. Same with Yu. He looks pretty good as well. Great potential. 80 to 94. That's very good. I like that. Still 44, but he is 15, so he's got plenty of time to grow. How many 15-year-olds we got? Yeah, we got a lot of 15-year-olds. It's gonna be a very young squad, but yeah, I might have to get rid of Ben. I might release Benjamin Schmidt. The potential is not looking too good. Same with Saiway. His potential is not looking the best. He is higher rated than Schmidt though, so I'll have to keep an eye on them. But I'm liking where the youth academy is at the moment, so I have sent out a few players on loan. Aiden Ward, sent him out on loan. Milo Werner also potentially being sent on loan. Hopefully he is. Martin Cech also sent on loan. Great. I like that boost of the overall. That's good. I like that. Anton Novak also sent out on loan. Let's see. Dragan Jankovic sent out on loan. Zarko Kinovic also sent out on loan. Let's see. Yeah, we got some more players sent on loan. Samuel Novak, Invika Nidzevic, Samuel Cech, all three sent on loan. We got some good growth from these three players. I like that. Love to see it. And I think this is probably the last one. Milan Dragovic also sent on loan. Plus 3 inners overall. Pretty decent. Yeah, hopefully, as this guy, I know he's got buyout clause, so hopefully Nask will like him and buy him out so we get rid of all the real players. And then Shinji Kimura also sent on loan. I like that growth. That's good growth. And then Chekita Diwara just sent on loan in January. And then that's rounding it out is Tony Hoffman. So we got some pretty decent players. Who's the highest overall? Marco Castillo and Patrick Meyer. Those two staying at the club forever. They look like absolute units. I did give Marco Castillo some tattoos if you didn't see. But I just felt like give him a bit more character. Same with Patrick Meyer here. I did give him some tattoos as well. Just to give them some more character. If any other players do impress me, I will probably also give them tattoos as well. And I use the live editor to do that, just because I like giving my players some personality, you know. So yeah, with that being said, that is going to be pretty much the end of this update. So we can move on into the second half highlights. Okay, for the first game of the second half highlights, we are up against Braunschweig. They would strike first in the 25th minute. They just slip right past our defense. Great shot from him. And then they would go on to get a second right before the halftime break. Cross comes in. Great finish on the volley, to be fair. We do get a lucky break here as Nathan de Medina sees a straight red. And we failed to capitalize on that, and Braunschweig would go on to earn all 3 points with that strike. Moving on to the next game, we are facing Oldenburg, and this one was a bit of a rough one. Just horrible defense. I don't know what Castillo is doing there. They punish us for that, and then Jovanik misses the tackle. They slip their striker through, and he makes us pay for all 3 points. And then next game versus SV Meppen, they have a free kick here, and this is just painful to watch. Nobody jumps for that, and they score basically, and then they would get the win here with that strike. Just poor defense from us, really. Moving on to FC Freiburg 2, we really needed a win here, and we failed to get that, and that was a super jammy goal. How was that not a foul on Vidal there? But referee says play on, and Freiburg take the lead. Another great shot from them, and we lose. We are on a horrible losing streak here. And versus Rot-Weiss Essen, they get themselves a penalty. Hartman dives the wrong way. Cheeky little penalty from him. We do really well to get an equalizer, get a response. Fantastic finish from Meyer to equalize. And then Mason Singh drives into the box. Great touch. He finishes and breaks our horrible losing streak. And for the final game of these highlights, we are facing off versus SC Virl. They would strike first. Sends in a pass to Barista. Horrible defense. Nobody closes him down. He's got all the time in the world. and then they just nice little cutback. They punish us for that. We do manage to get a consolation goal as Meyer sends in a great cross to David for the end of these highlights. All right, everybody, here we are in the month of May with one more game remaining versus Ivelsburg, and we are currently sitting in 9th, so we did drop down a bit compared to where we were in January, and if we do win this game, that will put us on 54 points, potentially jumping us up to 7th. So really, we are pretty mid-table, I would say. So it's not too terrible. Of course, that depends on how we do with this last game here. But if you'll notice, we are sitting in the 1st of May. So what I was going to do is, like I said, I have that random wheel spinner, so I was going to spin that, pick 3 countries, and then send those 3 countries out to wherever the wheel takes us. So I have selected Asian and Oceania countries. I did take off a few of the bigger countries like Australia, New Zealand, because I was looking for maybe some of the like smaller countries, keep Armenia, like Australia, China, took those off. Japan, I'll take that one off as well, just because I want something a little bit smaller, just to make, like I said, I'll make things a little bit more interesting. So first spin, here we go. Who are we gonna get? Let's see here. Wheel is spinning. Looks like we have Singapore. We selected Singapore. I don't know why my voice cracked there. We got Singapore, first country being sent out. Second country, click to spin. Here we go. Who are we gonna land on? We've got Armenia. Sending out to country of Armenia. Singapore and Armenia are the first 2 countries being sent out. And for the final country, who are we going to land on here? We've got Sri Lanka, Solomon Island. Oh, Sri Lanka. So Singapore, Armenia, and Sri Lanka are going to be the 3 countries that I'm going to be sending out my scouts to. So let's see. Yeah. Also, I think for the start of next season, I am going to increase my scouts to 2 stars, just because what I've been finding is that these guys are bringing back very low-rated players, and that's just going to make it really hard for me to use the players that they're bringing back, like in the team. I mean, the potential is the potential. I mean, they've been pretty good so far, but if their overall just isn't really that good to put them in the first team, then I just can't really use them. I would rather have the overall be higher with a lower potential. That makes sense, just so I could use them in the team, and then hopefully dynamic potential could take over. But with these lower overall players, they're just not really finding their way into the first team. So that's what I'm going to do at the start of next season. But alright, I've got the scouts back. And yeah, we're looking for technically gifted in Singapore, physically strong in Armenia, and a playmaker in Sri Lanka. So those scouts will be sent out for 3 months, and hopefully we get back some good players. So yeah, moving on, I will probably play this final game live, just because we're not in any competition. So I mean, why not? Just play this game live. Should be pretty fun. And yeah, I will get the starting 11 for you, and we can get underway with this game. Alright, here is the starting 11 I've gone with. I've gone with the formation, the 4-2-3-1. We got Mason Singh up top, Novak, Moore, and Antwi, the 3 midfielders, Neves and Meyer, the 2 wingers, Jankovic and Marin, the 2 wingbacks, with Castillo and Vidal, the 2 center backs, with Hartman in goal. Looks like Augsburg is going with the 4-2-2-2 formation. And yeah, it should be a pretty good game. I think they're on like 35 points or something like that, so they'll probably be down a little bit in the table. We've got like 51 points or something like that, so we should be coming out here with the win, but we do have to look out for Vincent Vermeggi. He is the top goal scorer, but I mean, if you can't stop letting goals in, then you're not going to go anywhere. Looks like they can score a lot of goals, but they might be leaking a lot of goals too. So that's something to keep in mind. And yeah, let's go. Singh is going to kick us off here. Good tackle, good interception. Here we go. Got Novak on the outside. Oh, he's beat his man. He's beat his man. Slip it home, and he's completely fluffed that up. How have we not scored? He's completely fluffed that. Singh, knock it down. We do. Oh, Antwi misses it. And Castillo is in the midfield. We have a center back in the midfield, folks. There is a center back in the midfield. And that's a goal. Horrible. What are we doing? Is that Vincent Vermeggi? I don't think so. Horrible defense. Horrible positioning. What are we doing? Why is Marco Castillo in the midfield? They played inside. They got numbers forward. Oh, Antwi misses the tackle. And that's another goal. Oh my gosh. This is not the ideal start here. That's Scheinerbacher again. Great shot here. What are we looking at? Horrible defense. Antwi misses the interception there. And then Castillo just knocks it right into the path of him. He's got a brace. I think it's the same guy. No, never mind. It's Rochelt. Rochelt gives Eiselberg the 2-0 lead. We are not playing well here at all. Not good. Oh, Castillo with the... Oh my god. That's Vincent Vermeggi's excellent finishing. Marco Castillo tried to play off in the back. He's having a horrible day here. That's a fantastic shot. I mean, shot power 71. That's killer in this league. Kisses the bottom of the crossbar. Nothing Hartman can do about that. If we don't get our act up soon, this might be a slaughter. David might get on this. He can't. He's a little too short. Sliding tackle misses. They somehow play out of our press. Castillo in the midfield again. Castillo just got a mind of his own. Good interception from Vidal. Barra playing it to the Antwi. Here we go, here we go, here we go. David, you gotta finish. He does. David finishes. Let's go. Great finish from David. Good cross in from Sheck. Low driven cross. David takes a touch. Bam, that's a horrible shot. Keeper should definitely be saving that, but we'll take it. We got a consolation goal. Horrible day out horrible day out for us. Absolutely terrible. We've shown no fight. I mean, we've done well. Maybe it was a starting 11. Maybe I should have picked a different starting 11, but Shaq with the cross in. Oh, we got a second. We have a second. Oh my lord. Here we go. We might have a shot. We might have a shot here. I'm making my last 2 subs here. We might have a shot at... where has this been all game? Jankovic's tired. Oh, Novak. Should I bring Novak off? I don't know. No, I'll keep Novak on. Bring in Emir. We got to put on constant pressure. We might have a shot. Where has this been all game? This might be a little too late. Oh my lord. This just came out of nowhere. Sheck getting a goal back. David got a goal back. That's fantastic cross in for Novak. That's... if only we put away our other chances. Oh, they might... Come on, we need this ball. Castillo, do something. Castillo's missed it. Hartman played over to Sheck. Here we go, here we go. Jankovic, overlap. Cross comes in. Sheck! Oh, Sheck's done it! Sheck's done it! Sheck has tied the game. Fantastic cross in from Jankovic. Oh my lord. Where has this been all game? Where has this been all game? Absolute miracle comeback from us. Oh my lord. Where has this come from? This just came out of the blue. Completely different game. Shaq, fantastic cross in from Jankovic, linking up with Shaq. Shaq's got a brace. Oh my lord, just places it beautifully in the bottom corner. Oh my lord, where has this been? Eiselberg have just completely bottled a 3-0 lead. A 3, and that's the game. Oh my god, that was the last attack as well. What a performance. What a performance from us in the final 20 minutes. That's the fight I'm talking about. We we should not have been in this position, but we were, and we do really well to fight back. So, kudos to the team. We didn't let the heads drop, but we really should be beating this. We really should be beating a team like this. But, I do applaud the players fighting back from a 3-0 deficit coming into the halftime break. Just very poor on the day, but it looks like the subs that I made paid off. So, with that being said, that should be, yeah, that's the final game of the season. It's just sim ahead for the final games. And we do cement our position here in ninth on 52 points. Not the best start, not the best second season. I forget where we finished last season, but, it is what it is. Hopefully next season we can compete for the title. Paderborn and Ingolstadt being promoted. Paderborn completely ran away with the league. 82 points. Ingolstadt 65 points. Munchen 64 points. So, yeah, I mean, luckily we didn't finish in the bottom three. I do take some pride in that. So, yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad of a season. We definitely have some things to improve on, but I do like where this team is at the moment. So, taking a look at the top appearances is going to be Patrick Meyer with 39 appearances. Coming in second and tied, we have Marco Castillo and Luke Moore. Both had 38 appearances. And then in third is Sedomir Jankovic, who has 35 appearances. Top goal scorer of the season is Patrick Meyer and Justice Herman. Each had 11 goals. And Justice Herman maybe would have made a difference on the final day if he hadn't been injured, but you never know. So, Mott Smith, 9 goals of his own in 32 appearances. Raphael David, 5 goals in 8. Tied with Ludmir Shek, who got 2 of those goals on the final day. Great individual performance from him. Top assists, we have a 3-way tie. We have Libor Novak and Patrick Meyer and Matt Smith all have 6 assists, with Luke Moore coming in third, or second, I would say, with 4 assists on the season. Top clean sheets goes to Marco Castillo and Konstantin Marin. Each have 6 clean sheets to their name. Sedomir Jankovic and Alfonso Vidal all have 5 clean sheets to their name. Great performances from these individuals here. I am really impressed with Marin as well. He was really solid in the back on the left-hand side. Really solid. I was really impressed by him as well. Same with Alfonso Vidal. I mean, I didn't really have anything bad to say about him. He put in a shift every time I put him on the field. And Marco Castillo is like hit or miss. Some days he would be fantastic, and then some days, like the final day, he would just wander in the midfield, do whatever he wants, and then we get penalized for that. But, like I said, we have a very good foundation here. The board isn't really that happy with us. We have a 58 popularity rating, which isn't the best, but we did complete the youth development. So, domestic success, we didn't do any of that. So, make a $3 million profit from youth players. Might be able to do that next season. I might have some players I wanted to get rid of. Do get $1 million and $1.6 million for where we finished in the league. But yeah, I'll just sim ahead and we can take a look at the scouting report, see if there's anybody I'd like to sign up. Here we are, monthly scouting report, my favorite time of the year, of the month. Chang Chong, 63 over. It looks like he's probably not going to be a 63 overall, but potential is pretty good. Either could be really, really good or really, really bad. And Kam Kin, not really too good, but we'll sign up Chong. And from Sri Lanka, not really the best players either. I'll wait for him to develop a little bit more, see how his potential increases. And then from Armenia, not good at all. Not good. Let's see, where is our boy at? Chang Chong, striker, 50 overall. He's got pretty good dribbling. Might put him somewhere else, maybe a right mid. I think I'll stick him in striker, see how well he develops. I'm gonna have to get the shooting up anyways. I like. All right, we got some good players. Yeah, we got some decent players. I mean, hopefully next season. I don't think I'll bring in as many players as I did from the free agents, just because I don't really see a need to. I think our players. Hopefully the players sent out on. Oh, you know what? That would be a good idea. Take a look at the players out on loan, see how far they grew. Aiden Ward, A plus 8 to his overall. Milo Werner, only 3 to his overall. Martin Cech, 8 to his potential to his overall. That's pretty good. Anto Novak, only +1, not the best. Same with Jankovic, only +1 to his overall as well. Not the best. Samuel Novak +7. I like that. And the Samuel Cech +6. That's also pretty good. 59 overall to him. Ivica Nevic +5, 58. That's decent. You know, add him to the loan list. He probably won't get too much playing time next season, so it's probably better to send him to the out on loan. Milan Dragovic, not really the best. +4, still at a 50 overall. Might look to sell him next season. Let's see, Shinji Kimura, +3. That's not bad. That's good growth. And Chekata Dewara, +5, 63 overall. That's good. That's really good. I like that. Oh, Mika Novak should be loan listed as well. Let's see. Tony Hoffman +6. That's good. That's good. I like that. Oh, and he is a bit pacey. He is a bit pacier. Shooting is a 56. Might have to give him a chance next season. Like I said, I do like my strikers to be a little bit pacey, so we have a good foundation, like I've said before. We have a really good foundation here. I'm content where with this team is. And with that being said, this is going to be the end of this video. I do appreciate everybody's support on the channel recently. If you guys like this content, subscribe. You'll get notifications for when I post. So with that being said, I hope you all have a lovely day.